Shabbat Shalom. And it's also not too early to say Shana Tova Umeduka, a good and healthy and happy and sweet year to all, because at this point we are getting close to the High Holy Days. Again, if you're watching the phases of the moon, we're about 10 days away at this point. And so I wanted to share with you a wonderful classic book on the High Holy Days. It's by the Israeli author Shmuel Agnon, Nobel Prize-winning author, actually, called The Days of Awe, a treasury of traditions, legends, and learned commentaries concerning Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And I wanted to share one of these wonderful commentaries with you from Rabbi Nathan of Breslov to his son. Rabbi Nathan was the chief disciple of Rabbi Nachman, who's one of my favorite rebbes. And in this letter, he captures some of the intensity that people used to feel about teshuvah, and maybe we should aspire to that intensity once again. This is what he says. To my beloved son, Rabbi Isaac, may his light shine bright. I have this hour received your letter, and there is no time to reply to it as it deserves. May God strengthen your heart and waken you on the great and awesome day approaching in peace. That one day of the year that you may merit to be renewed from that time on. And do not let a day be lost without secluding yourself and thinking of the meaning of your life. Into each day get as much of Torah and prayer and good deeds as you can, as much as you can steal from this passing shadow, this vanity of vanities, this vanishing cloud. Remember well that all our days are vanity, yet every person, on whatever level they may stand, can attain to eternal life. There is no time now for any more. The words of your Father, who seeks your welfare and prays on your behalf. Nathan of Breslov. He touches on a number of important themes there. That this is a special time, that is really up to us, how special a time we want to make this. We talk about these being the high holy days. I find that there is something in the air, even apart from my intentionality about this time, that seems to be more intense, and that seems to emphasize my returning to a more proper mode of relationship in every dimension of my life, in my marriage, to my family, to my work, to my life as a whole. And yet, it's from our side that the high holy days actually can become high and holy. And if we work at this time to look at ourselves as objectively as possible, maybe in the way we imagine that God, the real objective source of truth in life, looks at us, then we'll be able to see those areas of life that we perhaps can do something about. And this is not a vain hope. It's not something that we should just take lightly, because life is meant to grow and change. If we're static, that is another way of saying that we're dead in a certain way. Unless we're willing to grow and change, we're not going to be fully alive. And Judaism is all about life. The high holy days are all about renewal. Rosh Hashanah, about the privilege of being able to start all over again. And one thing I just read recently is that, again, going back to Rabbi Nachman of Breslov, he was someone who had the ability to start over again many times in the course of a single day. That's something to keep in mind when you're having a bad day or a bad time. You can start anew at any moment of any day and renew yourself and be the kind of person that you really want to be, regardless of the kind of person that you've been up till now. So with these thoughts in mind, I want to wish you once again a Shana Tova, a year of happiness and health and progress on every level, and as well a Shabbat Shalom. A reminder that Slichot is this Saturday. We have a pre-Slichot classical concert with 3 very, very fine singers who are alumni of our B'nai Mitzvah program, Justin Odwack, Sarah Summer, and Lara Haid. It'll be a fantastic experience. There's a $10 charge so we can cover our expenses, but you will not regret coming to the synagogue this coming Saturday night at 9 o'clock for our pre-Slichot concert, followed by a short Slichot service and coffee and cake afterwards. So looking forward to seeing you there. And again, Shana Tova.